Hey guys, I'm Harriet Rose. Make sure you follow By the Way podcast to keep in the loop with every single one of our incredible guests. Now let's get on with the pod. I'm Harriet Rose.
And I'm Kimberley Walsh. And by the way, I hate picking up your call.
And I just want to know why. Why won't you pick up my call, Kimberley? This is the podcast where we let you talk about the thing you're not really allowed to talk about. No one asks you, do they? Talking of allowed, actually, you guys may know her as the incredible Kimberley Walsh from Girls Aloud, but she is also an amazing presenter, brand ambassador, and so much more.
Is that what we're called these days? Yeah, I am.
No, I'm not going to call you an influencer.
Yeah. Sometimes influencer.
Girls Aloud legend, influencer, sexy woman who doesn't seem to have ever aged.
I will take that one.
Yeah, truly, it's weird. I was doing a lot of research on you and you haven't aged.
Really?
Is there something in that?
No, I really feel like I have. Like, I'm at that stage in life where everyone feels young to me.
Yeah, but that's different. Everyone feels young to me, babe.
No, never.
Yeah, truly.
You're a baby still.
Yeah, I like to think so, but I act like one. It doesn't mean I am one. Right, Kimberley, we're both millennials. We grew up in the days of the home phone renaissance, I like to call it.
Did you even?
Yeah. When I was growing up, there was no mobile phones. There was, but no one had them.
It wasn't like everyone had one, yeah.
My mum, I remember when must have been about 15, got a mobile from work, which was one of those brick ones with the antenna that had a flip at the bottom. And I used to hold it and walk around my village just holding it. It wasn't allowed to call.
You had one.
I wasn't allowed to make any calls or do anything. This was before even, I think, Snake.
No way.
And I had one of those light up phones. Do you remember the home phone that was see-through and that lit up?
Ah, I never had one of them. Mine was proper old school.
So
dial.
Surely you. Okay, when were you born? The 1400s.
I did actually have one of them. Yeah.
Did you enjoy that era, the home phone era, when there was no mobile phone, so it wasn't constantly attached to your hip, but when the phone would ring, that thrill of who's it for?
Look, I do go back to those times and I feel completely differently about the phone because, yeah, it was like, oh, maybe it's going to be for me. Like you'd be excited. You'd run upstairs so that all your siblings or whatever weren't listening into your conversation. Like I would be all right about the phone ringing back then.
Just in case it was a boy or something.
Yeah, exactly. Someone exciting. And I do kind of feel like I loved the fact that we didn't have mobile phones then. Like I actually look back to those times and think, wow, like how freeing was that?
Do you know my mum, you know those books that you can do where like I got my mum to fill in one of those books of question and answers. And one of the questions was, what do you think younger people today don't have? And she was like being bored.
So true. And the amount of times that your kids will still say, I'm bored. Well, I'm like, be bored. We were bored.
We were bored.
Be bored and find something to do. Like, just be bored.
Yeah.
But they don't get it. They genuinely feel like they should be entertained and stimulated 24 hours a day. It's not good.
But, Kimberley, do you agree with me that when we were younger, we were just allowed to go about the towns?
Yeah.
Like, it would be like, let out at 10 a.m. and let back in at 7 p.m. And it's like, whatever you do, you just crack on.
They didn't care.
No.
They literally did not care. And in fairness, if I said to my boys that they could do that, they'd be straight off those devices and they'd be off. So in a way, I guess, it's not.
It's safer
parenting. Not as easy for them. It's much safer. But oh my God, we literally used to be in the woods, playing in the woods.
Yeah.
And then it would get a bit dark and you'd hear like your mum calling over the wall and you'd be like, all right, yeah, we should probably go back. That was literally how free it was.
I think that's why, just a side note, why Blair Witch Project was so scary when it came out, because it was like, we're all playing in the woods, and now you're setting...
This is literally us.
Yeah, this is us playing in the woods.
And there's quite a lot of times in my childhood where I thought, oh, go away with that one. I did not get murdered on that walk home. That's not okay.
No.
That is not okay, but that was life.
But so you enjoyed the phone when it was not hands-free. And what happened? When did it become you sitting watching someone call you and not pick up?
Is it really bad that I do that? Not the only one, come on.
I'm going to make you feel better. A study has been done. Well, a quarter of people aged between 18 to 34 never never answer the phone.
Okay.
They ignore the ringing and respond via text,
text.
or they search the number online if they don't recognise it.
Yeah.
So you're not alone.
No. Look, nobody really wants to answer a number that they don't know. And 9 times out of 10, if I do, because I'm like, oh, God, maybe it's a delivery, I wish I never answered it. Like it's something really annoying. But I think it's about like what mood I'm in. Like there's just certain, maybe it's like I'm overstimulated or something, like the day's been too much. Like the timing of someone calling me can just be a deal breaker. Like I feel like I haven't got it in me. But the other thing that I think about me and on the phone, because even my siblings will laugh like yeah, she's not going to call you,
Yeah.
is that I've got such a sort of like chilled way about me that I feel like on the phone you've got to be a bit more. So it's an effort. I've got to like put a bit more effort in, sound a little bit more animated on the phone, and I don't want to do that.
Sorry, I'm screaming. Because you are a very chill person. That's what I love that about
And
you.
my voice is monotone. Like if I pick
not
up the phone to you
monotone.
and I'm like, "Yeah, how are you? Yeah, right. Did you have a good day?" You'll be like, oh, "Jesus Christ! Like what's wrong with her?"
So you're worried about being boring on the phone. That's where this roots.
It's like an effort for me. I don't care about how I am on the phone. It's like an effort for me to be like, "Hi, how are you?" Da, da, da. It's like, no, just tell me what you need and I'll get that
Right.
back to you.
So you hate everyone, is that what you're saying?
It sort of makes it seem like I do, but it's not true. I am actually a people person, but I would far rather see somebody in person
Okay, so
or text.
tell me the
And
worst.
just skip the phone bit.
Skip the phone bit. Who's the worst person that you've declined the call of? Like, who's it's the meanest thing. Like, are you declining mum's calls? Are you declining your siblings? Are you declining family members?
Just having a drink.
I think that means basically all of the above.
No, I could never. I actually could never watch my mum ring and not pick up the phone
Yeah.
to her. But I would be.
But do you sit there
I
like this
would
for at
be-
least 30 seconds?
I might if I'm like not in the right moment at that, like leave it and then call her back like 5 minutes later once I'm in a better situation where
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now I can talk.
You are a mum, so I can
I
understand
am a
that.
mum, and it is all about timing, and people can ring at the worst possible times. The other thing is I always have my phone on silent. And that's really annoying for people because then they call me and obviously don't hear it. And then I'm like, oh God, now I've got to call them back. Will a message do? Can I get away with the message?
What's worse, calling someone back or someone calling you?
Oh, actually, calling them back's worse. So then I wish that I'd just answered it to start with.
So you need to start being a real true boomer / millennial and put your phone on loud, which is honestly
Really,
offensive.
And then just like answer it, just deal with it, just answer the phone.
Do you remember when we used to like play around with, like, it was quite fun to have sound on your phone?
Yeah.
Be like, perhaps you'd have, you know,
A ringtone or
a
something.
Girls Aloud
or-
ringtone, which I probably did have.
Yeah.
You know, and so we'd actually enjoy it. But now I think it's actually completely disrespectful to have any sound coming out of your
I think
phone.
so, because it's like beeping all the time as
Yeah.
well. Like, I mean, you must be the same as me. Like when your work is like on your phone, it's
Hell.
like it's going off all the time. Like maybe it's that, maybe it's just all too much going on in the phone that I'm just like, I can't. But that's not true, because if they rang on the landline, I'd feel the same anxiety. Like, oh God, who is it? I
Have
don't
you
even
got a
know who
landline?
it is.
Have you
I
got?
don't.
Oh,
I don't. Our landline doesn't work, and I have, on purpose, not corrected that.
sorry. So you do have a landline. You just turned it off. Yeah.
Yes, I've
Unplug
got
it.
a landline, but it's dodgy, and so we don't have a landline
Your
phone.
mum's probably been ringing that landline like
No,
nobody's
don't.
business.
No. But I actually don't know how I'd deal with the anxiety of not knowing who was calling that. That's what we had, obviously, growing up.
But don't you think there's something
I would hate
exciting in that?
No.
If anything, I find it really
No
difficult
way.
not to answer the phone when it's someone I don't know calling. Because I'm like, oh, but what if it's something exciting? What if it's a
No, but if it's your
courier?
landline, it's not going to be, is it?
No, well, not
It's
these
just a bit
days.
like, oh God, who is that? Like, who wants me now? I don't know.
When you first started in Girls Aloud, what was the phone situation then?
Do you know what? If you ask the girls about that, they'll be like, she was on the phone for hours in the car and stuff. And it's true, I was. Like, because we
What
didn't have
has
any other
happened?
way of catching up, like with like family, like friends. I would actually sit on there for hours, like putting the worlds to right. You could see they'd be like, oh, for God's sake, she's going on about that again. So I don't know. Maybe I just spent too much time on it in those days because I had no choice.
Is it because texts back then cost like £4? It was like, I've only got 10p left on my credit. I can't text
I don't
anymore.
think we like text messaged in the same way that we do now.
No.
I don't think it was before instant messenger. Once that kicked in, do you remember that?
Yeah.
MSN, then we switched to that a bit. But now I would have to call and like catch up with my sister or my mum, and you need a proper call then. Like, I get it, but I think I still need to be in the right mood. If I've got a long journey, I'd be like, okay, I'm in the mood. I can do this.
Oh God, I'm such a phone call person.
Yeah, it's funny because you like one or the other a lot of the time.
What phone did you have back in the day, back in the Girls Aloud days?
So we did like a Samsung promotion of those like purple phones that looked like lipsticks that we thought was so cool. They were literally this wide and this big, and they flipped open, and they were like dark purple. They were tiny, and that was like, obviously that was cool at the time because there was like probably the smallest phone that was out at that particular time.
That is so
Then
cool.
we had Blackberries for ages. Everybody had Blackberries.
I never had one.
Didn't you?
I was so cool.
Too cool for BlackBerry.
I think we should bring back phones like that.
What,
I think we should bring back analog phones because I just feel like I can't be bothered to be so accessible.
Yeah.
You can DM me, you can WhatsApp me, you can iMessage me, you can call me, you can FaceTime me, and it's too
all of it
much.
right there. I know. I'm starting. Yeah, because my kids are like, my oldest is 11, so he's gonna want a phone soon, like an actual phone. 'Cause he's going to secondary. And I'm just like, is there any way that I can convince him that it's not a positive thing for him? But they just don't see it like that.
I think as well, there's a pressure of kids like comparing themselves. But then his mum is literally in Girls Aloud. So if anyone comes up to him and is like, oh, you haven't got a phone, it's like, my mum is in Girls Aloud. Shut up. That's what I would say anyway if I was your daughter.
I think it's just that I hate how much it takes away from their like childhood. Like
you're not going to have as many bad hairstyles as I had if you've got a phone. Like I used to do the most insane shit. I want spray painted pink hair. Do you remember that colour hairspray?
Yes.
And it would make your hair really hard.
Yeah.
I had a ponytail.
And just sprayed
that the top, not even the ponytail bit, just the scalp area pink.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's like,
was it a look?
No.
No.
I look like a complete weirdo. But I would never have looked like a weirdo and then been able to look back and go, well, at least I'm a bit better now.
Yeah.
If I'd had a phone.
No, it's true.
But the phone call thing is still jarring me. 2002 to 2006, you started in Girls Aloud in 2002. Now it's 2026. There has been a marketed shift in your phone call situation. So I can't work out where the pinpoint, because in 2002, you're having long, enjoyable, flip phone conversations.
Yeah.
2026 is here, and she is literally screening calls from her mum.
Do you know what I think it is? Maybe it is what you're saying about like just feeling so accessible that it's almost like you've crossed that third wall for me if you ring me. It's like, okay, you've got me there, like, and I reply to messages. I'm good. Like, I'm not aloof, like, with stuff like that.
I can attest to that.
I'm always like, yeah, I see your messages. Like, I have my phone and I reply to people, emails as well. Like, I'm quite good. But certain times, if you just call me, I'm like, oh, no, I wasn't ready for that. I just have to be in the mood. And you know what? As soon as I pick up the phone, I'm actually okay. It's just weird. I would never be like, I'm going to call her tonight. I'm going to call her and have a chat. I wouldn't.
No. What if an old friend calls you out the blue?
Yeah, I would answer it. I would.
But you'd...
in my own time, if it was the right time. Or I'd be like, just doing this, I'll call you back. And then I'd be like, oh, I should have just answered it.
Who is one celebrity that you would answer at any time of the day? Like a dream person that if they rang you, you'd be like, of course I'm answering the phone to them.
Yeah.
Dead or alive?
Beyonce.
Beyonce is a great answer to that, because one woman who's definitely not calling anyone Beyonce.
Yeah, exactly.
Beyonce is not just picking up the phone and
She has
ringing.
not got time for that.
I don't even know if she holds a phone.
No,
Do you
I'm
know-
pretty sure she doesn't.
No.
Somebody's got it there on loudspeaker. Can we get an answer on this?
Yeah.
She's like,
But imagine if she called you. You wouldn't even take a second. You'd probably change your whole outlook on phone calls.
maybe I would.
Have you ever missed a very important call from, because you know people say like, oh my God, one time like Prince called me and I didn't realise it was Prince, like a weird moment in your career.
Yes. No, I did. I missed a call from Noel Gallagher. And I called him back, and it probably was because I didn't know his number, blah, blah, blah. But what was great about it was I got a voice note, which was even more exciting.
No way.
Yeah.
What
it was
did the
pretty
voice note
cool.
say?
He was asking about like, some gig or show or something that he was putting together and if we'd be interested in being part of it. But I was just more excited that Noel Gallagher called me, to be honest. And then I was like literally replaying the the voice note back. How cool am I?
So wait, we need to know the answer. Did you call him back?
I did call him back. I did call him back. He was lovely.
Oh my God, sorry.
He was absolutely lovely. And he was just like, check in if as in Girls Aloud, could, be part of something that he was organising. But he obviously just like got my number from some mutual friend or management or whatever. And I don't know him. So I didn't answer, but I did call him back.
Sorry, Noel.
Sorry, Noel.
Can I just say, though, quite a flex to have a cosign, because it is a bit of a cosign if he's asking you to do something for him.
Yeah.
From Noel Gallagher, because he doesn't love everyone.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. I felt like, that was a little sign of like respect from him that he called for us, definitely.
He's like, "Oh, Kimberley, how's it going, mate?"
Yeah, basically. No, but we met them years ago. And I think we scared the life out of them.
Why?
I don't know. We literally were in the same studio doing a photo shoot, and somebody was like, "Oh, Oasis are in there," and Sarah was a massive fan, so she wanted in there, obviously.
Yeah.
So we just did that thing, like where you like call in and like be like, "Hey," and they just looked like, "Oh God, it's Girls Aloud." Like they looked terrified of us, and then I was like, "Have we just intimidated Oasis? Is that where we're at this point?" But yeah, so I feel like
And that's the
I feel
power
like we
of
had a
Girls
mutual
Aloud.
respect for each other, I think.
Which is beautiful, and I think also a huge accolade.
Yeah,
Because I think,
it's pretty cool.
you're in different genres, let's put it that way.
We totally are.
Yeah. What a cool moment.
Yeah, no, it was.
And I love the idea that you slightly scared the shit out of
I
them.
just think they looked a bit like,
Who are
I
these
just wouldn't
girlies?
expect Liam to ever look remotely, phased by anything, would you? But it looked a bit like, oh God, it's Girls Aloud.
Oh God, it's
Not
Girls
sure
Aloud.
about them.
Well, I'm sure about them.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure with my life. What's the maximum length of a voice note that you are sending?
Well, not as long as Denise Van Outen's, that's for sure. No, I'm only
How
saying that
long's
because we're both friends. You must have had a DVO voice note.
I actually have.
I love her for that though. I love her for that. She does the long voice note instead of the call.
But I'm
That's
like,
to the point. That works for me.
because you can listen to it like a podcast,
Yes.
take it in.
And she'll do that. She'll be like, "Babe, I need to fill you in. I'm going to send you some voice notes."
Yeah.
And then, because she knows that I'm busy with the kids or I'm doing, whatever I'm doing. And then I'll get, a few lengthy ones that explain absolutely everything that I
Oh,
need to
love.
know, like catch ups, what's going on. And then I'll do the same.
But I like it also
So
when
we're
people.
on the same page there, I think, me and her.
Well, I think it's nice when people explain, say, for example, there's a few pieces of drama. This is the drama. This is me replying to you about this thing that you said. And then this is
Yes.
something and I'm like, oh, I can go back and I don't have to squeeze through the voice note. I know I'll go to voice note 1.
Is there anything more annoying than a voice note, like a voicemail even, which is not many people even do that anymore.
My
Some
mum.
people do. That doesn't explain why they've called.
No.
I cannot. By the way, that's my annoying thing. By the way, is there anything more annoying than when people call you, leave a voice note, just saying, "Call me back when you can"? No, give me a slight heads up. Is it important? Is it interesting? Is it necessary? It's today. Could it be next week? I'm not here for it.
I am in
And I would never do that. I would always be like, just calling about that.
Yeah.
Call me about when you can.
But you know why? Because it's manipulative.
Yes, it is.
It's
Very
manipulative.
manipulative.
Get it off your chest,
Because then you're
girl.
like, all right, is it important? And 9 times out of 10, it's not that important.
And
then
that's
I call
why.
them because they didn't tell me what it was about.
That's why they left the message to be ambiguous.
So
Because
I have to call.
and anyone I work with knows they're not allowed to do that. So
Okay, well, I need to make this clear to people, I think.
yeah, because when they call now, anyone in my team, if they call me, they will then message me to say it's
It was
urgent or
about-
it's not
yeah.
urgent or it's not about this
Yeah.
or it's not about that, because I'm exactly
Otherwise,
the same
you
as
won't come
you.
back to them. Yeah.
My mum, one of my favourite, and actually I do love this in a weird way, but it's like the most pointless thing in the world, is my mum will call, leave a voice note that says, "Hi, darling, it's mum." And it's like, honey, I love you, but honestly, we have this thing called like voice recognition, like number recognition, which is your number is saved in my phone and I know you've called me.
You know it's you.
And she'll just give me like a recap of everything, always on a voicemail. I haven't listened to a voicemail in 3 years.
So is it all pointless? You're not even listening to them. She's
No,
just
of course
doing
I'm
it
not, because I'll just
blindly.
call you back to find out
Yeah,
what you
and
want.
then you'll repeat it all.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know, with mums, it's like I'm just going to ring you back.
Do you know what? With my mum,
Yeah.
sometimes I need to speak to her.
Yeah.
So that is different. And I'll do it at a time where I'm like, I can actually like focus, like in the car or whatever, and I'll call her. I mean, I'd rather go and see her, but if I'm not going to see her, I will call my mum. My mum's probably the exception to the rule.
Well, she did birth you.
She did. She did.
So
And
basically, you've got to birth Kimberley Walsh, otherwise she's not
and
answering
if
your phone.
my sons ever blank my calls, honestly, no, they're totally going to, I know. They're absolutely going to blank my calls. But the thought that the children
It's gonna
you have
happen to
spawned
you.
could do that to you is
Yeah.
awful.
So me and my brothers, my there's one of my brothers, but in fact both my brothers,
Yeah.
because neither of them answer the phone
Okay.
ever.
No, boys are not great, are they?
And every time we get into an argument, I'm like, "Well, your sons don't even answer the phone."
Yeah. No, I know. That does worry me a little bit about having all boys. I know you can't really generalize, you can't. But equally, my brother's the same. He's
Well,
not.
you're basing it on your
Yeah,
experience,
yeah,
which
you
is,
are.
and
Yeah,
my
yeah.
experience is the same.
They're not going to pick up the phone for a chat, are they?
You got to start training them now.
Yeah.
Come
I
and
can
speak to
try.
me when you need something.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, they're very close to me now, but they're still with me now.
He's going to be really close to you while he's trying to get a phone as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Isn't it funny that like your kids are Gen Alpha?
I don't get all this.
Yeah,
So
that's because we're
what's-
really old.
Okay, so I just know I'm old.
I'm
but
take
is
that out.
what
We're
they're
not
called?
old. We're not old. We're very young. But I don't get it either. But I googled it for
Okay,
this show
so what
because
right, okay,
Gen
fine.
Alpha and Gen Z communicate on, wait for it, Snapchat.
Yeah.
That
Is
seems
that
to
like
me,
teenagers?
yeah, it gives me the vibe of chat room communication, and that stresses me a bit because I went through the era of chat room communication,
Oh,
which was,
right.
do you know what I
Because
mean?
Snapchat
they send,
disappears, right? That's a bit dodge.
yeah,
Like, yeah, no.
where is it going?
Yeah, exactly. And why do you need it to disappear?
Yeah.
That's not okay either. It's
Kinda
so
freaks
that
me
we
out.
can't check their messages.
But that's why I'm a bit better at, like, I prefer to just pick up the phone to you because I can come across a bit blunt as well.
That is a fair point. No, that is totally a fair point that some people do not work on text.
No.
And you can completely misjudge what people are, meaning. And that's why if ever anyone around me has like drama, I'm like, was this all on text?
Oh, don't
Then
ever
I'm like,
do it on
you
text.
need to call them.
Yeah.
Like you quickly call them before it gets any worse. So then there's an exception to a rule because I'm like, okay, you need to call them. There's a reason to do that.
You've got like a barrier between you if
Yeah.
you don't. And I also think you can take my words out of context.
Totally.
When I was single,
Yeah.
awful at text chat. like when I met my girlfriend on a dating app. When I look back at the chat, I mean, obviously I don't have it anymore because it's all deleted.
Yeah.
Obviously. That really sounded like over-explaining.
Yeah.
Awful. But in person, she's got charisma.
Right.
But on the text, not so much.
She didn't, or
No,
you,
me.
You didn't.
I was referring to myself in the
Yeah, I
third
thought
person.
you were. Yeah, wow, okay.
Ick.
That's what we're doing here.
Ick. Ick.
That's brilliant. I was like, did she just? Yeah, she did. No, fine. So that's a good example of why you call people.
Yes.
Because you are funny and you do have charisma. So that would have been a real shame if she couldn't see that. But she saw through it.
Exactly. But there's many people who have probably met me on Messenger and thought, she is a boring, boring
she does
cow.
not have the chats.
It's like, oh, how was your day? I'm like, oh, no, just ring me. Just ring me. I can show you how this works. I'm really good at it.
Yeah. And me and Justin literally text like very little to each other.
Do you call
We
Justin?
barely call each other.
Do you speak to him?
I mean, I am actually around him a lot, but like I do see like other like friends, like school mum friends that I've got, like their husbands are calling them like, 10 times a day, da da da. I'm like, no. Even when I like was just with him back in the day, I would go away, obviously, I might be in America for a week or whatever. I still wouldn't call him loads.
Yeah.
Like I'm just not a caller.
She's not a
That's
caller.
weird, isn't it?
It is weird, but
And he's
also
fine
kind
with
of,
it.
I also think it's partly due to the fact that you're really chill.
Yeah, and he's the same. So it's like there isn't actually
Too
that
chill.
need. Like, you're okay, you're good, fine.
God,
Yeah.
that's so interesting. I have had to work so hard to get to that point because I'm the opposite. But my girlfriend's like you, and it's so funny because if I call my girlfriend, especially at a time of day that is like not appropriate, i.e. in the middle, because obviously I'm freelance, I'm like, woo,
Yeah,
let's just call her.
timing's different,
She
yeah.
literally goes like, hello, as if I'm like
What are
throwing
you
a brick at
doing?
her. She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why are you calling?
Yeah.
But also she answers it as if she doesn't know who I am. Those are a special kind of person. The kind of person who pick up the phone and say
That's
hello.
just to tell you what are you doing, isn't it? Literally, like
Hello?
Like, what are you doing? Are you actually calling me? Yeah. I
But
know
it's a
those
special
kind
breed of person
That's
that
the sort of way I answer to my husband if he's calling me at a time where I'm like, I can't answer now. Why are you calling me? Hello? Better be something very important.
to the love of your
And
life.
he's literally like, are you okay? Not a good time. And then
But
I'm
what
like,
makes me laugh about
check
this
yourself.
is the literal love of your life. So anyone else that's feeling upset that Kimberley doesn't call them back, don't worry, this is how she
Yeah.
speaks to her husband. So
No, he is the love of my life and he knows I hate the phone.
can I ask you what you actually physically do when someone calls you? Do you A, watch it ring, pretend like it never happened, B, cut the call off and text them, C, watch it ring and text them, or D, throw the phone out the window, never to be seen again?
If I don't want to answer it, I will not like sit and watch it, but I'll be like, oh, I can't. And like, I'll busy myself so that it's like, there's a reason why I'm not answering
Yeah.
it. So even though sometimes I may just be sat, obviously, on the couch and I totally could answer it, I'll be like, oh, I can't do that now. Like, I need to feed the kids or
Yeah.
I need to, I just can't, but I will after.
The kids are like, we've already eaten, Mum. You're like, you're eating again,
feel
so
like
I
there's
have to pick up this
loads of
phone.
people that are going to watch this and be like, she totally does that to me.
Yeah, but I think it's
Sometimes
quite special.
I really am busy though, and there is that part of me that I'm like, okay, I can answer your call, but in 5 minutes, one of my kids is going to be screaming for food, and I'm just going to be like, I have to leave, I have to go anyway.
Yeah.
Or they want to get out of the bath. Like there is reasons sometimes,
Yeah.
not all the time.
And I think it's okay because you're amongst friends, as we said.
Yeah.
Most Gen Z and millennials never answer the phone. Does it feel sometimes, because what you were just saying then, does it feel sometimes like when someone calls you, like when Justin calls you when you're at work or whatever, it's like, is it like someone's not respecting your time? Because that to me, that's the only reason I won't answer the phone is if I'm like, I'm stressed.
Yeah, no, with Justin, he would never actually call me unless he really needed to, if he knew I was busy. Like, he's so chilled and so, like, good like that. It'd be more likely to be, like, if it's about something so small, like, I don't know, is it Wix getting something or whatever? And he's like, is this the right, da-da-da? And I'm like,
Call someone else.
Yeah, to be honest, the worst time for even him to call me would be like when I'm getting the kids or whatever from
Yeah.
school, because you're so swamped with like 3 kids stuff and people, and you're like, are you joking? And then if it's not important, you're like, what? It's so stupid. And then it'd be like, oh yeah, sorry, the timing, I get it. But no, at work, no, I mean, like, my job's so chilled. You can call me, and if my phone's going to be off if it's important.
I don't think it's
Like
that chilled.
like now,
Yeah.
you know.
You're not allowed to answer the phone right now.
No, it's off, don't worry.
But
It's
if you
always
did,
off.
but if you did, it would be quite funny. This is the bit where I like to stick my oar in, and I say my own. By the way, for Kimberley, and my by the way for you is, by the way, you made my dreams come true.
Oh,
Harriet. I'll be honest, the first time it happened was when I met you and we became friends, and I was like, oh my God, it was a bit of a like weird, I've had it a lot in my career where I've met
I
and
met you years and years ago.
Yeah.
Though, when
Yeah.
you were DJing the first time.
Yeah.
At an event.
And I obviously grew up listening to Girls Aloud and being obsessed. And it was sort of like interesting because in terms of girl band, you were my age group of girl band. So
Right.
like I know,
So like us, Sugar Babe.
Yeah.
That was it, really.
pretty
wasn't
much.
It? Yeah.
And like obviously I was a big fan of Spice Girls, but they were actually
They
before
were
my
before-
time a
Yeah, I
little
was
bit.
going to say they must have been.
And I truly think I could do a mastermind on the lyrics of
Really?
your songs. And to highlight exactly where this, by the way, comes from, I DJ'd for you on the Girls Aloud tour that you did a few
in
years ago
Newcastle.
in Newcastle, because shout out to Adam Theo, he was your tour DJ and he was off for the day, and he was like, can you cover for me? And I was like, can I cover for you? So I DJ'd in front of 11,000 people, the most people I've ever DJ'd in front of, and they sang back to me. It was great. Came off stage, and then I got to watch Girls Aloud.
Yeah.
Cried 4 times.
Aw.
Sang along, and this is where I realised I actually do know the lyrics to almost every single song that you've ever released.
Yeah.
But then Kimberley texted me and said, come backstage, which I don't think was really like that easy to do, because it's a big stage, it's a huge setup, there's so many people involved. And I came back and actually I think I'd met all the girls except for Cheryl before.
Oh, right.
So it was the
that,
first
was
time-
that when you came backstage, when we'd just come off stage, that was the first time you'd met her? Oh, they all loved you. I knew they would. I was like, come see us. You were amazing, by the way, as well.
Oh,
And you DJ'd. You
I
got them going.
I say it to this day, it was one of the best days of my life, because I think I didn't expect to come back and meet you all. And I've got a picture that I have on my wall, actually, and it's a picture of all of us.
Yeah.
And it sort of looks quite seamless, like I've just performed with you.
Yeah.
And that's the way I like to think about it. But truly, I think you are that kind of person. You're so chill and you're so relaxed, but I don't know that people know about you that is the kind of person that you are. You knew that would be a special thing to do for me. And when I left that dressing room, I was like, you were all like in your dressing gowns.
Yeah,
fully...
that's what I mean, because we come off from the promise.
Yeah.
And then we strip, obviously, in the little cute, like, fake dressing room. What do you call them?
Like a
Temporary-
stage in
yeah,
betweeny
the
thing.
stagey
Yeah.
dressing room thing. Put on our slippers and dressing gowns, and then we met you out of there, didn't we?
It was just like a huge pinch me moment for my career, because Adam had given me that amazing opportunity, but then you had sort of done something and you are just such a kind and caring and also hilariously funny person. And it was honestly, you made my dreams come true.
Oh, do you know what? Like that, I didn't think of it like that. I genuinely was like, she's just out there watching, like, come see
Yeah.
everyone. Like, yeah, of course I thought you would want to, but it wasn't like I didn't think about it much on that level. But I do think about that stuff in life. Like, if you think, oh, do you know what, that doesn't mean that much to me, but it might do to that
Yeah.
person. I really always try to be like, no, do it, because it actually will. Sometimes to the point where you're like, oh God, I make my life so much harder than it needs to be. Like, I do
Yeah.
that a lot. Like, that wasn't one of those situations, but I do that. But then after, I'm like, no, I'm glad I did that, because it was worth it to that person. A little bit of stress to me, or a little bit of, like, big deal. But it means a lot to some people, doesn't it? The smallest things.
And I think as well, we're in a society at the Mo where it's very like, I think it's really important that everyone centers their mental health and makes sure that they're okay before they,
Yeah.
help others. But also helping others helps your own mental health. And I think this idea of like, I'm not going to come to your birthday because like I'm not feeling good. And it's like,
Yeah.
actually those small, because you don't just have to be a global megastar like you to do those things. You can be the person that turns up to someone's birthday.
Yeah. Oh my God. And it makes a massive difference.
Even if you go for 20 minutes and you
it's
say,
so true.
I adore you, I'm not feeling mentally great. I'm going to come
Yeah.
here for 20 minutes because I love you. But just so
Yeah.
you know, I'm not staying all night.
Yeah.
It's
No,
the
I
small
agree.
things.
It is not about who you are. It is the small things that can really just, make a difference to someone else's life. You have to push yourself to do that stuff sometimes.
And being a member of Girls Aloud, I'm sure that happens a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, it's worth it. Like I've always been the same. I've always been that way.
Yeah.
And actually, like, if there's any part of me that thinks I should be there, I would rather go than potentially not go and just sit there feeling guilty and feeling bad, like, oh, maybe they're going to be really sad that I didn't go,
Yeah.
or maybe they'll be really disappointed I didn't show up. Like, I can't handle that.
You're down
Guilt,
to earth.
so I'll go.
But you're also a major down to earth queen.
Yeah.
Like you are so beautifully chill and normal whilst also being someone that a lot of people look up to, which is
I've been like
bonkers.
so lucky that all of my friends and like family have all been the same for the last however many years. So it
That's the
massively
key.
makes a difference.
We like to finish off the show with a bit of advice or a top tip for our audience. What have you got for us, Kimberley?
By the way, you probably should pick up the phone because you never know who it might be. Don't be like me. Answer the phone. It's really good to talk. It's good to talk in person. Don't become like me. Answer the phone.
Answer the phone.
It's good. It's actually good to be there for people and talk. I just can't, personally just can't.
I can't be asked.
I just can't do it.
Kimberley, thank you so much.
Thank you.
No one's going to ever ring you again.
No, it's great.